Sometimes it's not the weight of life that breaks us, it's the way we carry it. You've been holding on for so long, haven't you? Carrying invisible wounds, smiling through storms, convincing yourself that if you just keep pushing, eventually the pain will go away. But pain doesn't vanish through force. It only grows heavier when ignored. And maybe, just maybe, the healing you've been waiting for isn't in fighting harder, but in finally allowing yourself to let go. Let go of what's breaking you. Let go of what no longer serves your peace. This is not weakness, it's wisdom. You don't have to prove your strength by enduring things that hurt you. You don't need to win battles that only leave you bleeding. This world glorifies the grind, the hustle, the non-stop pursuit of more, but what about peace? What about rest? What about a life that feels like home instead of a battlefield? There's a part of you that knows this isn't sustainable. The late-night anxiety. The constant overthinking. The self-doubt that eats away at you in silence. You try to keep it together during the day, smile at the world, and keep checking off your to-do list, but when it gets quiet, it all comes rushing in. That's not living. That's surviving. And you were not put on this earth to merely survive. You deserve to exhale. You deserve to breathe without feeling guilty for pausing. You deserve to feel safe, in your mind, in your heart, in your own body. But healing starts when you stop running from yourself. When you stop pretending you're okay just to make others comfortable. When you stop carrying pain that was never yours to begin with. Think of how much energy you've spent carrying people who never showed up for you. Think of how many times you said I'm fine while you were silently falling apart. That ends now. Not because everything is suddenly perfect, but because you're ready to choose yourself. Maybe for the first time in a long time. You see, healing isn't loud. It's not a dramatic transformation. Sometimes it's simply whispering to yourself, I matter, and believing it, just a little more each day. It's unfollowing the voices that tell you you're not enough. It's setting boundaries without guilt. It's looking in the mirror and not flinching. It's being okay with resting when the world keeps spinning. It's sitting with your sadness and not shaming it. Real strength is not in pretending everything's fine, it's in facing the storm with honesty, even if your voice trembles. Maybe no one taught you how to do that. Maybe you were raised to believe that your worth depended on your productivity, your performance, or your ability to please others. But you're allowed to unlearn all of that now. You're allowed to rewire your soul for gentleness instead of survival. You are not broken, you are burdened. And those are not the same thing. The way you've kept going, despite the weight you carry, that is strength. But strength doesn't mean self-destruction. You don't have to be everything for everyone. You don't have to shrink yourself to fit in places that no longer align with your growth. You get to decide what you hold on to. And you get to decide what you finally set down. Letting go might be the most courageous thing you do. Not because it's easy, but because it sets you free. And peace is what you've been craving. Not the temporary highs. Not the distractions. Not the quick fixes that numb the pain. You want the kind of peace that makes your soul feel light again. That makes silence feel safe instead of scary. That allows you to wake up without dread in your chest. That's what this journey is about. You. Becoming whole again. Not perfect, just whole. That starts with one small, brave decision, to stop betraying yourself in the name of being strong. So here's what I want you to do, right now, take a deep breath. Yes, now. Breathe in. Slowly. Hold it. And exhale. That breath? That's yours. That peace you just felt for a second? That's real. And you can have more of it. Every single day. But it requires something from you. It requires you to believe that you are worthy of that peace. Not later. Not when you've earned it. But now. As you are. Imperfect, healing, beautiful you. And I know it's not easy. I know some days feel unbearable. I know what it's like to cry in secret, to feel like no one understands, to walk through life carrying wounds no one can see. But I also know this, you are not alone. There are others walking this path too. Others who are waking up each day, choosing healing over hiding. Choosing honesty over perfection. Choosing peace over performance. And you are one of them. If you've made it this far, you've already taken the first step. You're already choosing to be gentle with yourself. And that matters more than you know. You deserve a life that feels good on the inside. A life where you don't have to wear masks to be loved. A life where you can laugh without guilt. Rest without shame. Cry without fear. A life that holds you, not one that breaks you. And that life is possible. It's not a fantasy. It's real. And it begins the moment you say, enough. I deserve better. Not from the world. But from yourself. You deserve your own compassion. Your own patience. Your own love. So let this be your reminder today, you do not have to carry it all. You do not have to fix everything right now. You are allowed to take a break. You are allowed to say no. You are allowed to choose yourself without apology. You are allowed to take up space in this world and not shrink. You are allowed to walk away from things that poison your peace. You are allowed to outgrow people, roles, patterns, and expectations. You are allowed to be more than what you were taught. Because you are more. So much more. Let this video be your daily reset, your moment to breathe, to remember who you are beneath the chaos, to return home to yourself. And if this message has touched your heart today, if it gave you even a small flicker of hope, then do one small thing, hit that like button. Subscribe to this channel. Share this with someone who needs it. Let's create a space where healing is not only possible, it's encouraged. Let's build a community that believes in peace over pressure, self-love over self-abandonment, and hope over hustle. Because you are not alone. You are loved. You are healing. And the peace you crave is not out of reach. It's just on the other side of letting go.